What is legal and should become illegal? Civil asset forfeiture. Siren sounds on the radio. Child beauty pageants. Unnecessarily bright dipped headlights. This used to be illegal, but advertising for prescription-only drugs. Insider trading by elected officials. Absolutely blatant abuse of power and funneling of wealth. Family vloggers, and any other kind of making kids famous on social media. They have no privacy, no protections in place, nothing. Someplace Underneath podcast just did a fantastic series about this, and I really recommend giving it a listen. Hiding ingredients in food by calling it natural flavors. Subscription to an emailing list without a previous email confirmation. Releasing balloons. Pretty littering. Contracts signed by parents on behalf of their child still be enforceable once the child comes of age. Taylor Swift and Lily Allen are the big famous examples of this, but it happens to loads more who don't get big enough to get the media attention. They did not sign the contract. Forcing an adult to live by the rules in the contract they did not agree should be classed as a form of slavery. Congress owning stocks in any industry or company they regulate, take money from, etc. Corporations donating to political campaigns. Advertising prescription drugs to customers. The U.S. is one of the only places this is still legal. For-profit prisons. Gerrymandering. How the hell is it just for a politician to pick their constituents? It results in more extreme candidates and disenfranchised voters who got packed or cracked. People marrying minors. Payday loan companies. Forced overtime. Ticketmaster. How is that not scalping? Sending catalogs to my house without my permission. The quantity of paper that is wasted is unreal. We call to have them cancelled, but they keep coming. I have to pay to have my trash collected where I live, so basically those companies are forcing me to pay to throw away their garbage that they created unnecessarily, and there is nothing I can do. Predatory lending. This includes aggressive service charges, fees, etc. Pharmaceutical ads. Headlights that are so bright they could blind you. Congressmen and women trading stocks. Political campaign donations. All political campaigns should be free to run. No one gets to advertise. Network DVRs debates in primetime paid for by the taxpayer. False advertisement of big food companies' foods claiming sugar-free but actually contains sugar. Child marriage, sex with children. Civil forfeiture. All the lies told in political ads. Those predatory vehicle loan places for people with bad credit where you can be charged like quadruple what the car is worth, and if the loan defaults the car can be sold over and over to more poor suckers. Cops can lie to you, but you cannot lie to them. Ticket touters. So many people won't get to see their favorite artists now. People will end up playing to empty stadiums as the cost of living grows. Those stupid fucking mini game ads for mobile games. These sick moves. Shuffles intensely. The space of a seat in an economic class plane. Nestle. Child marriage. Just because your cult-following parents say it's okay to marry a man 50 years your senior shouldn't make it legal. The amounts of sugar that are added to foods, especially foods that don't need sugar. Politicians making medical decisions. They really do make crappy doctors. Tax exemptions for religious institutions. How is that not a violation of separation of church and state? Bribery. Sorry, I mean lobbying. Clipping puppy tails and ears. I work in the ER. The amount people have to pay in co-pays for ER visits. My sis-in-law has to pay $250 per ER visit, and she's been really sick lately, is up to $750 now. 3 ER visits, all while we get drunks and hypochondriacs on state insurance coming into the ER daily for free, for them. The system is so broken. Funding their own charity group to evade their existing taxes. People serving more than 3 terms in the Senate or 5 terms in the House. When I go to a doctor and they suggest a test or procedure, an X-ray for example, I should know how much I will be obligated to pay. I declined a procedure today the doctor suggested because I had no clue what it would cost. I have insurance. It's like going to a restaurant where the menu has no prices, except the food helps keep me not sick or dead. In US, bribing politicians. Breeding dogs that are no longer healthy. Convenience fees to make payments. Declawing cats. Confused face. I'd rather have my cats scratch my face off than ever putting them through that much pain. Ads become much lower than the stuff you watched. Being a map minor attracted person and spreading that it's okay to be one and refusing to go to see a psychiatrist therapist. Unskippable ads on YouTube. Piercing newborns' ears because it looks pretty to you. Insider trading for politicians. Having more than 15 items at the 15 items or less checkout counter. The shittens amount of advertisement inside each digital things, be it in a website, a YouTube video, games, etc. etc. Government bailing out banks and airlines with taxpayer money. Credit reporting on student loan debt. Withholding transcripts for past due student balances. Tax avoidance by the rich and by corporations. Amazon avoided £150 million in corporation tax in the UK 1 year simply because their sales are booked in Luxembourg. Dark money in politics. Bribing senators and judges. Okay. Crypto pump and dumps. Tipping restaurants and other businesses shouldn't be able to get away with holding their customers socially hostage. People shouldn't be forced to provide the salaries of employees they did not hire, simply to avoid looking like in a hole. The practice is criminal. Almost everything politicians are allowed to do, create laws and somehow trade stocks that are involved in said policies? Strange. I go to jail if I do shit like that. Paternity fraud and baby trapping. They're sex crimes and should be treated like any other sex crime. Putting milk before cereal. Congress's insider trading should be totally illegal, but the lawmakers refuse to do that. Can see you, eyes, lobbying. Why even vote when a corporation can come in and just donate millions to get what they want? Increasing the volume on commercials by 20 goddamn decibels. Kanye West. Factory farms. Corporate political bribery of U.S. politicians. Child beauty pageants. Big pharma advertisements for medications. Medicine should be something you research yourself or consult your doctor about. It shouldn't be pushed by a goddamn commercial with puppies and butterflies while a family is laughing and playing in the sunlight, only for someone to rattle off 30 side effects in a low voice, followed by someone saying ask your doctor about this. Breeding pit bulls. Declawing your cats. Causes behavioral changes, early arthritis, litter box issues, and more. Just get scratching posts and clip their claws when needed. It's like cutting off the first knuckle on each of your fingers and it's abhorrent. I think paparazzi should be illegal, to be honest. Not giving someone the courtesy wave when you let them slide in. Forgetting to do that was what ruined my last relationship. Corporate stock buybacks. Naked short selling. Fuck Wall Street. Infant circumcision. Short selling stocks. It leads to too many opportunities for corruption in the market, and allows big banks and Wall Street funds to dangerously over-leverage themselves. Telemarketing or crap phone calls. What Sky and Fox does. Breitbart, Project Veritas, InfoWars. All of them are peddlers of lies and hate. Tax exemptions for religious organizations. TikTok. It's absolutely evil and they harvest your data including biometric information, majority owned by China. They make our apps illegal. We should honestly do the same with this one. Governments being able to take land whenever they want to. Paparazzi. No explanation needed. Breeding dogs for fun or extra money. Bad driving and bad driving habits. Children beauty pageant. Civil forfeiture. Free trials that auto-charge when they run out. Convenience fees for paying taxes and bills online. Trying to overthrow a democracy because you're king man baby. The predatory practices of the U.S. healthcare system. Religion. All religion should be outlawed. Elf bars. Asking this question here on a weekly basis. Fast and Furious movies. Arresting people for smoking weed. Forcing women to give birth. Spam. Essentially bribing politicians. Politicians, the lying cunts. Reproductive coercion but especially stealthing. Getting pregnant by an unsuspecting man who is then forced into either fatherhood or worse, a nice extra income through child support. Edit just learned the term is sperm jacking instead of stealthing. Stealthing is the same but gender reversed. Both actions are despicable in my point of view. Forcing children into religious beliefs. Rich getting away with taxes. Passing unconstitutional laws. As it is now, if you pass a law that is found to be unconstitutional you have to stop, and that's it. There's no penalty for having and enforcing a law that violated the citizens' rights the entire time it was on the books. There should be a law that whoever wrote, sponsored, voted for the unconstitutional law is immediately removed from office and barred from holding office again. Paying a commie boss thousands of times more than his employees. Congress insider trading. Karens, they are demons. Pharmaceutical advertising. Child marriage. Fascism. Congressman trading stocks. Child marriage. Lobbying, used another word for bribe. Civil asset forfeiture. Hunting for sport. Insider trading by politicians and their families. Lobbying, aka bribery with extra steps and a pretty ribbon on top. Posting the same exact questions on our Ask Reddit within a short time frame. Lobbying. Lobbying and super PACs. Public political figures and families using the stock market. Congressmen and senators trading stock. Price gouging on anything and everything. Teaching Common Core math to kids. Cheating. Catching wild animals and selling them as pets. Hermit crabs, parrots, and many fish still fall in this category and are going extinct because of it. Lobbying. People, companies being able to buy more than one house per state. Routine. Medically unnecessary infant circumcision. There are no religious babies. Lobbying. Insider trading by members, staff of Congress. Airlines overbooking. I get that there are no-shows and that can cost the airline business, but something about it seems so sleazy to me. Citizens United. Being able to mass text people about political shit. Corporate tax evasion. Tax exemptions for religion. Also, tax exemption for the NRA. Corporate lobbying. Lobbying. Corporate donations to politicians. Lobbying Congress. Lobbying. Lobbyists. and their financial influence. Everybody is going to hate me. And it obviously didn't work well the first time. But I feel that alcohol should absolutely be illegal. Stock lending and retail trading platforms should be illegal, but it's not. Disposable vapes. I don't have a problem with vapes in general, but these things are generating so much waste. Tech companies release the same phone every year with minor tweaks. Animes, hentais, fanarts depicting sexualized children or adults that only look like children. You know, Lolicon and Shoutaken. This is a very controversial debate that never ends, since some people see it as vile and disgusting while others like it and even defend it. I'm on the side of opposing it, since it doesn't matter even if it's a drawing, you're still pleasuring yourself to illustrations of children. Emotionally abusing someone. People who rev their engine at 3 a.m. to show you how small their dick is. Those people should be sent to work camps with traitors and pedophiles. Being in porn at the age of 18. Let's raise that age by at least 21, please. I would prefer 25, when the woman-man has an entire developed brain. Edit. If people want to know more about it, Mila Khalifa, hope I spelled her name right, is now on YouTube and activating for this. Gerrymandering.